Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and we're here to hit you up with some viral moments on the internet. So let's lock in because there's a young hottie who is now coming out claiming that Rocky flew her out on she's saying Rocky paid her 50 grand, flew her out for a vacation, and everything was supposed to stay private, but after he stopped sending her money, she felt she had no choice but to expose him so Rihanna would find out. Girl, shut up. Like, especially if you're going college, right? I'm not gonna judge a girl for their hustle. Is she a home wrecker? No, I don't think when women do a lot of these things, it makes them a home wrecker. She is not in any agreement with Rihanna. A$AP Rocky is. So anyone who's a home wrecker here, it is Rocky. Rocky knows what he has. That girl does not know what Riri and Rocky has. And it's not her duty or responsibility to protect Rihanna's home if Rocky fails to protect their home. And once again, let me be a reminder to say this is all allegedly, but even these allegations can be used as teachable moments for many of us, right? Because if you're a girl that is in your 20s, early 20s especially, your frontal lobe is not completely developed, you really don't know the ins and outs of a relationship, don't value a covenant like that because you really don't have that much spiritual knowledge. And a pretty boy like Rocky finds you to be attractive. Not only wants to give you 50K, but is flying you out for a vacation. And these are tough times, honey. You can't hate the hustler. You gotta hate the game. These are tough times, right? And you're getting 50K and you're getting that consistently from Rocky. Would that be a no for you or would that be a yes for you? Leave a comment below because for me, like heck yeah, I'm taking that deal. Who's gonna pay you 50K out here for 3 days? Oh, it's prostitution, honey. Anyhow you take it, you're gonna have some sexy time with someone, so might as well get paid for it, okay? Once you're not dipping and doing with everything in the koi pond, that's the most important thing. Just know that you're not dipping and doing with everything in the koi pond, okay? You gotta live your life and everyone gotta live theirs. But I'm just saying, I understand life, right? And younger girls, I expect them to roll better versus a woman that is 35. Right? So she looks young, early 20s, and she's claiming that Rocky flew her out, honey, and like, the girl is saying, I'm going to talk because you ain't sending me the money. No, that's where I would kick her. That's where I would knock her. That's where I'd be like, girl, you should have known better. What? You think Rocky was going to send you money every day for what reason? You know, why would he be sending you money every day? I don't get it. Why do you think you should be getting money from this man every day? For what reason? You should have known that it was for a time, and once the time expires, it's time for you to move on. Like, I can't stand these bitter Bettys because what do you expect? He was going to give up a billionaire who is not just a billionaire, she's a hottie. Riri is a hottie. She's a mommy, but she's also a hottie. So do you think that that man was going to give up his billionaire hottie for you? No. You see, in life, you have to know that you're second. And you have to know when you're second and when you're at second place, you are at one of the greatest advantages there is in life. Life has tricked us so much to believe that being in second, third place, fourth place is a bad thing. Honey, sometimes those are the best position for you to be in. You know why? You stay down there and you look at everyone up there, their weaknesses, their shortcomings, and you laugh at them. And you say, okay, at least I'm number 4. It was expected of me, but honey, number 1. What's your excuse? Like, what's your excuse? And then you realize the strength and weakness of people that are in top position. So you know that once you shift into that position, you know what areas to shut down, to control, and know when you can't control it and how to navigate around it. You see, life is very tricky. and you can't allow yourselves to be tricked by circumstances. Now, even though we're talking about this because some people may say, but what about you? Is this what you would do? Is that what you would do? Not at this age. If I should be young again, hell yeah. Did I live like this? No. But if I should be young again, I would be very picky in the manner that I give a chance in my life. Like, you would have to have money. You would have to have a portfolio. And like hell, I'm going to work my ass to ensure I get a damn good education at a very early age. And I'm not talking about 23, the standards that's expected. If I should live my life all over again, by the age of 16, I'll be in a college, and by the age of 17, 19, I'll be done with my first degree. Chances are by the age of 17, I would have been done with my first degree, and by the age of 23, you would have to be calling me doctor, something of the sort, okay? That would be my advice to any young guy, young girl out there. Fight for your education, because especially if you're coming from the poorer class, that can get you to upper middle class. And once you get that education and start networking with people, putting yourself and positioning yourself in the correct corners, it will get you into the upper class. Don't get involved in selling drugs, because drugs is not good for humanity in general, because you're ruining people. And you can't ruin people's physical, mental health, completely break their home, ruin kids' lives, because that's what you do when you're involved in selling narcotics, right? That's not something I would ever get involved in, no matter what. No matter how desperate I am, I would never get involved in those things. I would not be a pusher. I will not be a smuggler, not a carrier. I would not drop off a package for a guy. It doesn't matter how much money you're giving me. You cannot give me anything you cannot pay me any amount of money that will contribute to the deterioration of humanity in general. That's all I'm saying. But I'm just saying, honey, with this young hottie who is now coming out to expose Rocky, listen, Rocky made it clear he has a problem. And I think Rocky has been working on his problems. And I don't think that a lot of the things that they're seeing Rocky's doing, he has done it. I believe the Met Gala fallout has people feeling entitled to be just throwing stuff out there about Rocky and Riri. And because Rocky and Riri normally keeps it moving, they feel like, okay, let me just gamble this, because there is something in it for me. I may blow up. It may blow up in my face first, but I may also blow up. So let me try this, right? But I'm going to say this. If this did in fact happen, the only thing that I would blame this young lady for is not being able to keep her mouth quiet. Like, girl, who's going to want you? Who's going to want you? Who in that circle is going to want you, honey? You see, sometimes the things that we do, they build us and they break us. If you can't keep a secret, who's going to trust you? I wouldn't be trusting you. If you were my friend, I would be looking at you side eye. And every time you come around, if I'm on my period, not even that you would know about, because you've proven yourself to be untrustworthy. And if you did that, honey, ain't no telling what else you might be desperate enough to do, right? I'm not talking about her going on the vacation with Rocky. Allegedly, I'm talking about her coming back and telling the world about it if it did in fact happen. Like, shut your mouth. Keep it shush. Okay? But that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. For those who agree, let me know if you agree and why you agree, honey. And if you disagree, I want to know just the same. Let's have a discussion. So, meet you in the comment section. Peace